Hello students, let us discuss anomalous behavior of what beryllium. Okay, already we discussed anomalous means what? It's having the different properties of with the same group elements. Already we discussed in the first group what? Lithium, isn't it? So here beryllium the first member of group 2 metals, isn't it? Okay. So as you're going to start with the beryllium, isn't it? Okay, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, isn't it? So this is the first member of the group and it shows anomalous behavior as compared to magnesium and rest of the members. Okay, and it's going to show the one diagonal relationship with the aluminum that we are going to discuss later. So beryllium going to show the diagonal relationship with the what? Aluminum, how it's going to show and what the property that we will discuss later. Now let us see the properties. So here beryllium has the exceptionally small atomic and ionic size and thus does not compare well with the other members of the group. Okay, here as you know very well, if you take the beryllium or beryllium ion, isn't it? It having the smaller size. For example, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium. What are you taking? So whatever the elements means with the same group of elements, it having the small size. If you take the ion, what happened? The size of the ion also less, isn't it? So because of high ionization enthalpy and small size, it's form compounds which are largely covalent and get easily hydrolyzed. So here because of small size what happened and high ionization enthalpy. Why? Because means small size means as you know very well, once the size is small means it having the more nuclear attraction. So for removal of electron we need the high energy. So because of high ionization enthalpy, it having the what? The compounds are going to the compounds of beryllium having the covalent in nature and they're going to easily hydrolyze means once you add the water they are going to be mixed properly. Next, beryllium does not exhibit coordination number more than 4 as its valency shell are only 4 orbitals. Coordination means what's going to form the bond. For example, so as you know very well, beryllium electronic configuration is what here you can write 1s2 2s2, isn't it? Okay. Now if you see shell, this is the first shell having the 1s2, second shell we have the 2s2, isn't it? As you know very well, in the second shell we have the 2p also. So now if you see the orbital, S we have the only one orbital. In case of P we have the 3 orbitals. Total number of orbitals how many we have? 4. Okay. So beryllium have only beryllium having the 4 orbitals, isn't it? Okay. So here just now we told already we drawn that one here. So here you can go for that one. So this is 1s2. Okay. So 2s2 2p. Okay, here electrons are not there but what happened, orbitals are available, isn't it? So total number of orbitals how many here? 4. So 4 means is going to combine with the what? 4 bonds, that is called coordination number. Okay, so what is the coordination number exact you will learn in the latter in the second year. So it is having the what? Only 4 orbitals. So the remaining member of the groups, for example if you take the after beryllium what we have? Magnesium, isn't it? So magnesium what happened, outermost electronic configuration you have the what? 3s2, isn't it? So once your third shell entered what happened? So as you know in third shell we have 3s 3p and 3d, isn't it? So 3d means what here? So I'm going to write again. So here we have first shell only one, first shell we have only one s, second shell we have 2s 2p and third shell what we have? We have the 3s 3p and 3d is available, isn't it? Okay, so what happened here? We have the s orbital, p having the 3 orbitals and d having the what? Total 5 orbitals are there. So here the remaining members of the group, nothing but you can see the magnesium, okay, have the coordination number of 6 by making the use of d orbitals. So along with these 4 orbitals, they are going to use again 2 orbitals from the d orbitals. Okay, you may get doubt again with 3 left now. Why they are not going to use means the atom has to capable to what hold the other atoms. For example, beryllium is there. Okay, mean now it is going to bind with the 2 chlorine atom. Again, it's going to expand means what happened? This central atom. Okay, this central atom has to what it should have some capable to hold all the atoms. So even though orbitals are there here, so they are going to only two, they are going to use the 2 from the d orbital. Why? Because means the central atom has to hold the remaining atoms. So here, so what beryllium going to use the only 4 orbitals, whereas remaining elements are going to use the d orbitals and forming the coordination number 6. The oxides and hydroxides of beryllium, unlike the oxides of other elements in group, are amphoteric in nature. Already we discussed. Okay, so generally we here you can see general oxides having the what oxides and hydroxide having the basic in nature, but beryllium oxide hydroxide having the amphoteric in nature. Here you can see that is already repeated slide. So beryllium hydroxide is going to react with the acid and base, indicate the amphoteric in nature. So beryllium oxides, it reactive with the what? Acid and base. So it indicate what? Amphoteric in nature. These are the anomalous properties of beryllium.